sadness, tension, betrayal, reflection, fatigue. I, 33 female, and my husband, 37 male, we will call him Jim, have been together for almost 8 years, 5 years of marriage. We are a blended family. Jim brought 3 kids to the mix, and I brought 3 kids to the mix, and we had 1 child together. Special needs, female. Crapload of kids, right? Over the years, I've always felt like Jim has treated my kids differently. He's hardly created much of a relationship with them other than my middle son, high-functioning autistic, 13 male. My oldest son has always rebelled against the fact I'm no longer with his father, and my youngest son just doesn't have any similar interests with Jim. Fine, that's okay, no big deal. Jim has never abused them or anything, just doesn't show much interest in them. Mind you, I have a rock-solid relationship with his older daughter, and she even looks at me as her mom because her mom isn't in the picture, drugs. I don't have a relationship with his oldest son because he ran off to live with his drug addict mom, but I have a pretty good relationship with his youngest son. He also looks at me as a mom, or a bonus mom. Over the years, Jim and I have been through so many ups and downs, from his sobriety, alcohol, then going through tons of miscarriages, and of course the fact I literally helped him get over his ex-wife for cheating on him, and I even helped them file their divorce. That's another story for another day. Lots of red flags through our relationship, but I ignored them, of course. I loved Jim, and I felt a connection I never felt before. Our sex is incredible. Jim has never cheated, never even looked another girl's way. But something in the back of my head has always felt like I was a bit too much of a rebound for him after his wife cheated and left him. He wouldn't really tell me timelines or specifics. I found out through Jim's kids and their mutual people. Anyway, we have a lot of history, But back to the point. Last night, while we were drinking, Jim got so upset about my kids and started talking shit about what kind of mother I am and about how it's not his fault I had kids with a pussy. Those kids aren't his problem, and it should have never been assumed he should have to be a father figure to them. He's gotten drunk before and talked crap, but for whatever reason last night felt like he really meant it. Now, little backstory about my ex-husband. He's what you call dad of the year. Sees the kids 3 times a year, lives 5 states over, and acts like dad of the year when he has them, buying them whatever they want, more interested in being their friend, etc. Thinks because he pays a measly $600 a month in child support, he should never have to pitch in on things like medical expenses, school stuff, etc. He also loves to pin me and Jim against my boys. Back to the story. Again, sorry, bear with me. When I asked Jim to elaborate on what he meant, he said I was too soft, and because I had kids with a pussy, it was my job to step up and be a dad to them too. I didn't have the luxury of just being a mom. I explained that I've been a mother to his children for almost a decade. I never looked at it like that. Coming from a blended family myself, it was always said, without being said, that when you marry someone with kids, you assume that parental role of some sort to those kids. He went on about how we never discussed any of this, and this should have been put out on the table before we even got married. I just sat there dumbfounded. I was so incredibly hurt, I got up and went to bed. He, of course, ransacked the kitchen and left such a huge mess, and of course sleep in until 10 a.m. while I had to get up, like every morning he's not at work, to handle our special needs daughter. He's been pretty silent towards me all morning. So, AITHA for feeling like I should divorce Jim? I'm very much considering it. So many things just make sense now the more I think. I do all the running for his son, and it's like pulling teeth to get Jim to do anything for my kids. I naturally fell into the default parent role, so never really gave it much mind until now. especially looking back earlier this year when he didn't have a job while going to school and I got a job to help support us. Even then, he refused to do anything for my kids. What would you do? Any and all advice welcomes, but please be nice. I'm still trying to process this all. Thanks. Edit. He's not an alcoholic. When I say I helped him with his sobriety, this was when he was heavily drinking at the beginning of our relationship due to not dealing with everything his ex-wife put him through. Has not been an issue for many, many years. Also, when I say he ransacked the kitchen, I mean he ate everything in sight and left a mess. Also, I realized I really made it out to I'm just there for the sex. I'm not. There's a lot of stuff I didn't put in the post that I probably should have. Like the fact that he really helped me through a lot of my own issues, especially infertility. Remember, I'm just telling my side of the story. Obviously, I can't put every single detail.